Oh, I just realized it's one of those games where, oh, or maybe it's just not menu music. I thought it was one of those things where if you, aren't on the game window itself, then it's just gonna be silent. But nope. It's just... Oh, never mind. It is silent. Alright, let's make sure everything's up and running, and then we can go. Alright, good enough to me. Oh. Hold on. Okay, fixed. We're good. We're fine. Yeah, this is this is a sequel to a game I played a bit ago called Strange Horticulture, where you just had a bunch of different plants and stuff and played through the storyline of, you know, like, I don't know if paranormal is the right word for it, because like I think there was some paranormal, but I don't know if that was the focus. But this time it's a bunch of different antiques, strange antiquities. So yeah, this one might be more paranormally. Anyways, I think it'll be fun. As a thaumaturgist's apprentice, there's a lot to learn. Every object must be treated with care, and it is important to identify the harmful from the harmless, the potent from the mild. It was only supposed to be a temporary arrangement when Ellie left the shop's strange antiquities in my hands. None of us knew that by then the pendulum was already swinging with a terrible certainty that could not be stopped. I don't remember if I stopped the monster in the last game or not, because there was like a big... Man, I really should have reminded myself. I'm pretty sure someone wanted to evoke some ancient ritual or something. And I basically could choose like, oh yeah, like go through with that, or be like, hey, maybe we should back off on this and not do that. The ravens were an omen, a circling unkindness of black wings and cheerless cries that seemed even then to signal the start of a rising dread. Yeah, see, with the last one, you basically would get plants and you would have to... Would you have to... I think you would have to identify them correctly. Or at least... I don't know, we'll see. We'll get a little tutorial. I have been called away to assist in an urgent matter in Ravenglass and must leave at once. I am leaving the shop in your care with some reluctance, I might add. Okay. Like, damn. Make use of my reference materials. Here, take this. Okay. There's an index in the back that may be useful to you. Guide to collect to occult objects. If in doubt, study it carefully and remember that there are some powerful artifacts here. Under no circumstances should you seek entry to any locked doors, drawers, or cupboards. In fact, safest not to touch anything at all. Brother, you should have not told me that there's locked cabinets, because you know I'm going in there. I should be back in a few days. Alright, let's take a look-see first. Oh, okay, so we do have some locked up antiquities, or antiques. That looks like a scary item. Alright, let's do a bit of reading. Let's see what we got. Okay. Let's see. Ecumenical is a receptacle commonly featuring a memento mori that acts as an aid to recollection. A memory cannot reside in both the mind and the ecumenical at the same time, and it cannot be stored indefinitely. When a memory has been left for long periods, it can begin to emit unpleasant vapors. An empty ecumenical, on the other hand, has an ominous presence. Probably like most of the things at this game. Pulling at the threads of one's mind. Memento mori, a reminder of death. Okay, so I guess these are all the different types of objects we can have? Or are they specific? Horn shackles are used to bring about change in one's life, bestowing the ability to overcome personal demons. In use, the horns are rubbed between one's fingers, causing them to become worn smooth over the years. They can be worn as pendants, or more commonly totems of some kind. Let's see if I can find an example of something. Let's take, oh, does it sway when I move the... Oh, it does sway when I move the shop around. Let's take, like, this little thing, for example. Okay, so yeah, I can name it, and then I can give it an icon. Color and composition. Clay. Okay, so it's a little clay thing, a sense of touch, textured. I have nothing to remark. And nothing to remark. So it's just a little clay stag. Puncher spoon, lamp siphon. Shadowhold. Shadowhold or an oshadic vessel is a container of any kind, sometimes a jar or a bottle or some sort of box. It can be used to contain an oshadic spirit, the manifestation known as creeping dark, pulling it from the shadows like poison from a wound. They are decorated with an elaborate design called a shadow catcher. Silent breath. There are those that consider the white heart a prize to be claimed, but there is no glory to be had from killing such a noble guardian of the forest. A silent breath contains a small token taken from a living white stag. While the stag lives, the item will retain its power, allowing the bearer to sense danger before it arrives. Do I have anything that looks like it would belong to said stag? So I don't know if that belongs to it. And we got a cat. Nice. Oh, hello. Spider. Okay. I think definitely some sort of code or something I gotta put in here. What's this about? I just gotta inspect everything before I start my shop. So that was the thaumaturge, Eli White. Collector and curator of powerful objects, objects that to the untrained eye may appear dull and lifeless, but that in the right hands and armed with the right knowledge, of which I do not have, can be a gateway to so much more. For Eli, the quest to unearth and understand each new object has been the driving force of his adult life. As owner of strange antiquities, Eli is a stern master. He knows firsthand what can happen if the right precautions are not taken. He doesn't tend to show much emotion, but he does have a more tender side, a side that is mostly reserved for the store's cat, Jupiter. So yeah, I think there's certain like key characters along with everyone that comes in. Jupiter found strange antiquities, perhaps drawn to the curiosities within, made it his home. Eli was more than happy to accommodate him, but he learned early on that Jupiter was his own master. His business is his own, but it largely consists of regular naps, terrorizing rodents, and midnight explorations of Undermere and beyond. Oh, I think that was the same city as Strange Horticulture. What he does on his excursions is a mystery, but he seems to be well known among the town's residents. Yeah, let me finish going through this. See if there's anything else. Okay, so here's the index. Change reference. Okay. So you can see all the bold words there listed. Okay. Good enough. Archive. Nope. Oh, that just puts it up. Okay, so I guess can I put items in here? Certain items. Alright. People. I have a growing fear deep within me. I cannot let it take hold. Okay. And surely these are just plants and nothing, nothing bad, right? Some weights. More than 2 pounds. Okay. I guess we'll figure out the secrets of this place as things go on. Alright, first customer. Thomas Pope. Congratulations! Today is the day you meet the great Thomas Pope. If anyone walked into a store and introduced themselves like that to me, I'd be like, wow, that's so cool. What do you want? Let's see. That's me. I'm a man of 2 loves, fresh white mountain air and a little white dog called Hamish. I reserve some room for laughter among friends and shops with cats in them. If you would be so kind, I'm looking for a replacement for my hunter's boon. Okay, so I need a hunter's boon. Hunter's boon is a primitive item that grant the power of the predator, enhancing perception and agility. Oh yeah, there are certain things, at least with strange horticulture as well, where like, you know, maybe someone needs you know, a plant to cure their diarrhea or something. And it's like, well, there's this one that cures diarrhea, and then there's this one that looks very similar, that just poisons you. And so you'd have to determine, like, okay, which one of these is the poison, which one's the diarrhea cure. Let's see, they're made from trophies taken from slain beasts, with those from the deadliest predators being the most prized. They're simple items without embellishment. Okay. So I gotta identify what's a hunter's boon. Yellowy brown, yellowy white color. Smooth with hard ridges. Nothing to remark. Gives me a sensation of power. That sounds like a hunter's boon to me. Grant the power of the predator. Anything in particular? Sure, why don't you take that? Hey, this is Tiger's Tooth, a trophy from a predator. On closer inspection, it gives a sensation of power. Let's see, Selenic Totem. These carved totems, more commonly known as... Oh, right, and then you get more of the book stuff to, like, you know, identify other objects and items. So now I can label this as a hunter's boon. Put tiger in case that's needed. I don't think the color matters right now. Shape, whatever. If I feel like it, I don't know if any of these symbols mean anything, so just put that for now. So now I can be like, oh yes, here's a hunter's boon. It's a tiger tooth specifically. So I guess I could kind of go through all these and I could start identifying different objects. Like, let's see what this is. So that's made of stone, that's made of gold. It's got gemstones in it. It's cool, and this is warm. But the gems themselves are cool. Raised detailing. Nothing to remark on all this. So even though I didn't exactly read through all this, unless there's something that... Oh wait. Objects induce forms in situ, or colors and tones, light and shadow could be felt through touch. They're sometimes used by those who work in low light conditions, such as miners. Gemstones in Aries remnant are arranged in the shape of the constellation that shares its name. It doesn't look like it. There's definitely gemstones, though. Binding seed. Looking for something that's made of stone, and what was the other thing? This is stone and gold. And a little bit of silver as well. Let's Gold, silver, stone, and some gemstones, whatever that would be. Let's see, when activated by moving the object in a circular motion, the key is revealed by its gemstone of light. These are rare items not generally known about outside of atomic circles. Gemstones of the night power the concealment charm. So, okay, so activated by moving the object in circular motion. Let's find out. Can I not? I guess I need to do this. Oh, it, like, hold on, it messes with the light. It's like making the light cold almost. Okay, I can inspect the lights. So that's interesting. What else? I don't think it's a ethereal key. Guys are willing now. Hearing charm. Amplify sounds. Interesting. Here, maybe I can check the index real quick. Blood, bronze, clay. Oh wait. Still a sense of fear and paranoia. These are made of any single material except wood or clay. Let's see, we have gold or silver anywhere around here. Oh, wait, gemstone. Here's remnant and ethereal key, both of which it doesn't seem like it's that. And I'm not saying anything about it, so in that case, I don't think I have anything on this object yet. So we'll just keep that kind of unidentified. Made sure. I mean, it's weird that I can inspect like things like the candles and stuff. Okay, let's go. Next. The nights are drawing in again. Dark shadows hide dark deeds, or so my father always used to say. Interesting thing your father told you. Seems like the shadows have grown darker since he passed 2 winters gone. Creeping dark is set up in my house. I'm told a shadow hold will draw it out. Okay, so you want a shadow hold. That is... Shadow hold or a shaded vessel is a container of any kind. Oh, right, I read this. Okay, so they're decorated with an elaborate design called a shadow catcher. So we need something with a shadow catcher on it. But it says it's like a jar. You made of clay. Spongy, hard, and somewhat rough. These markings have been carved into it. Pungent. They have nothing to remark. Now, hold on. Was this the thing that said there was a smell about it? Can be used to contain or shade spirit. The manifestation known as creeping dark, pulling it from the shadows like poison from a wound. Decorated with an elaborate design called Shadow Catcher. It doesn't seem bad. Okay, sure. A shadow hold. Yep. There you go, sir. Assuming... Yeah. Ooh! The item is a container of some kind. The design on the bottle is the same as the sketch. So I guess it tells me the clues that I got. Sunbond is small and lightweight, designed to be carried discreetly and made of a non-precious metal of some kind, housing a gemstone of light. Carry the warmth and light of the sun, a brightness that can pierce the darkest gloom. Doesn't quite sound like the object I have. But yeah, so now if... I was wondering if it would use it up, but I guess not. So now I guess if anyone comes by and they're just like, hey, I need this, and I'm like, oh, cool, I have that right here. I don't know if it will become more, but I like that there's not as many objects as well. So it's kind of easy to just quickly go around and be like, oh, here you go. David Schaefer, what's with all these ravens flying about Undermere today? I can't remember ever seeing anything like it. Not a good day to be the sort who believes in dark omens. A letter for you. Okay. We discovered some papers in a hidden desk drawer in the boatyard last night. Is that Tollins Jones? I almost threw them in the fire pit, but I asked to take a look at them first. The man does... Oh, Mr. Jones. I thought it said my. Mr. Jones almost threw them in the fire pit, but I asked to take a look at them first. That man does like to burn things. They look old. Maybe there's nothing much use here, but I thought of you when I came across an entry on the Shin. The Shin, eh? You know anything about Shin? Oops. Hold on, what is the order of this stuff? It's just alphabetical order. Is there any additional thing? Guess not. Okay, so Shin. I don't know nothing about Shin. Don't come at me with Shin. I want an Ozic ring. Ozic. That's a pleasing word to hold on the tongue. Ring. Okay. Ozic ring. These somewhat macabre objects were originally made as offerings to the goddess Korchin, but the practice fell out of favor as belief waned. They are hard to come across now, but they are occasionally sought out for their ability to keep vermin at bay. The man's drunk. I think this man's a snake like these things. Some say that they can hear Korchin's unearthly hiss when they hold an Ozic ring up to their ear. Okay, easy. Find the thing that sounds like it's hissing at me. Also, hello, Powers. So does it actually ring like... Okay, so... I assume it would kind of have that pattern on it, but maybe we just need to hear. Nothing to remark. Wonder what that is. Maybe this. Just looking for something that says... Yep, I definitely hear a hissing or some kind. This thing? Uneven texture. Made of bronze. Here we have our great floating rock. Surely one of these things start hissing at me. Anything else? That's something in here, but I don't know where that key is. Oh, every sound has become both louder and clearer. Black gemstone iron. I don't think this is it. I think this is the other thing I read about. Cool. Does that mean that I could, like, hear it with this? Listening. Okay, I don't know if I got anything for you, bud, but also I don't think that's an option. Ah, here we go. Soft sound like a serpent's whisper emanates from within. Made of bone, yellowed white, brown twine of some kind. I'm surprised at the detail that they have on, like, you just hover over the string. Hard and somewhat rough. Coarse fibers. It has some evil quality to it. I do not like to hold it. Well, that's an Ozic ring if I've ever seen one. I'm not gonna lie, unless I feel like there's actually a purpose or a need, I'm probably not gonna really edit these labels. I'm sure that would piss some people off, but it just, I don't know. If I don't find a purpose for it, I don't need it. Alright, here you go. Do whatever you want with this thing, man. Satisfies the description macabre. Oh yeah, I guess it does. Closer inspection confirms that hissing noise can indeed be heard. Evocant. These stone items weigh the same as a man's heart, according to popular myth. How much does a man's heart weigh? Truth is a little less dramatic, but the weight of these items is nevertheless important and should not stray more than a hair from precisely 1 pound. They are placed on the chests of those in a coma to draw them out. Let me take a look at that real quick. Evocant. Okay, so it's just actually like a stone heart, I guess. Oh. Didn't even place it on the scale. Okay, it's not that. Well, it seems like it should be pretty exact. Alright, next. Edmund Bishop. The behavior of these ravens is disturbing to say the least. I think it's just crazy everyone's coming to my store on this rainy night. As a rule, they only come together to feed. Ravens are omnivores, carrion eaters mostly, but they'll take anything they can get their talons into. And they'll kill if necessary. I didn't plan on dropping in today, but there's something happening out there and I'd like to know what. A voice of Cernunos might help put me at ease, or it might do the opposite. Okay. Hey, this might help me, or it might really fuck me up. Who knows? The name Voice of Cernunos is used to refer to any bronze torque that has certain imbued properties. With skill, such an item can be used to read the patterns of nature that are otherwise hidden to us. Cernunnos is a pagan god of the forest and nature. Also, I'm going to pronounce this differently every time. Typically depicted as a man with the antlers of a stag, and often wearing or holding a torque. Okay. To any bronze torque. This thing bronze? Oh, I was gonna say. That's bronze. Is that what a torque is? It's gold. Wood. I don't think it's this, but it's also bronze. And that's bronze. Such an item can be used to read the patterns of nature that are otherwise hidden to us. I guess let's see. Okay, it's definitely all bronze. It's smooth and rigid. Nothing to remark. I have a strong sense of being watched. Interesting. Let's give me any insights on nature. I don't know, maybe. Let's look at this thing. Nothing to remark here. No real scent or sound. I don't I'm pretty sure, I don't know if you can fail necessarily, or if they'll just be like, hey, that's not what I want. Raise detailing. Nothing to remark. Bronze. I feel anything about nature with this? So what's this thing? It fills me with the sense of foreboding. Hard and somewhat rough. Dark blue-green gemstone. I thought at first it was bone, but it's in fact clay painted to look like bone. Alright, so let's see. Pagan god. Okay, often wearing or holding a torque. So is this the torque, or is that a torque? I mean, I guess that's just a staff. Oh, it literally says wearing his torque. So I'm guessing that's the torque. So I'm guessing that's what he wants. Okay. Items made of bronze, similar looking item appears around the neck of Cyrnos in the sketch. Wait, it's around his neck? It wasn't the belt? Spirit eyes. There are some who stay away from spirit eyes, believing them to be a window into a world that should not be seen. Oh, maybe that's what this is. And others who deride their fear as nothing more than superstition. It's not clear exactly what they do show. Another layer beneath the visible world, perhaps. A layer that requires something more than the traditional senses to experience. They draw their power from the opposing symbols inscribed upon them. Let's see, do I get anything? Maybe I actually need to have symbols on this thing. Okay, hold on. Let's... I wonder if I should just turn on the... It'll auto-label it when I identify it, because I feel like there's no point not to do that, right? Like, I'm gonna do it anyway, so... Unless I want to just pre-label things now. Oops. Let's see if I got that right. N-U-N-N-O-S? N-U-N-N-O-S. Ooh, so good. Oh, he is wearing it around his neck. Okay. I just thought it was this silly little thing. Yeah, it's hard to say if it's, like, worth spending the time, like, identifying stuff before I even know if I have the entry about it. / have the item at all. Let's see if there's any other little secrets I can find. Anything hiding behind an object? Anything seem to have any weird things to them? Nothing to remark for that. Has an energy about it. Yeah, it seems like an evil energy if you ask me. Kind of curious about this though. No, this has a strong sense of being watched. Yeah, bronze, it's smooth. Do I have anything on this? Oh, there's multiple objects of Cyrnos. Notice the eyes of the forest. These ancient artifacts enable one to enter the minds of lesser creatures. It is alleged that Cyrnos himself wielded an eye. Eyes of Cyrnos are hard to come by. They are powerful and should not be used carelessly. Huh, let's see then. Because if this could be one, then maybe I can use that on this spider. Or on this cat? Nope. Okay. Let's see, I guess this is something that has to match. Don't see anything that fits that though. But yeah, I think I'll get more objects. I'm still curious about this. messes with the light. How do I feel about this? Nothing to remark? Rough and gnarled. Wood, you I suspect. White paint. What else we got in this book? Fear, feeling. Anything about being watched? Wisdom, vitality, truth, sun. Okay. On to the next day. Actually, I should... I'm trying to remember. Are there... I guess there's just autosaves. So I was going to say, I should probably save each day. The black mare thundered through the icy rain, shining wet in the silver moonlight. Her cloaked rider was exhausted, cold and soaked to the bone. He knew he would not survive the night if he did not reach Black Barrow. An escaped prisoner ran northwest. He hid me in the first building he came to. Oh, I'm trying to remember it. These cards might be for like a puzzle at the end. Oh, or maybe for getting into here. Reminder, I've stored a couple of items in the cellar of the wine merchant next door. Page. Thalamic fields. All thalamic objects produce a field of sorts. Although invisible to the naked eye, they can be observed by placing an object over a thalamic lens. Diurnal field pattern. These fields are not fully understood despite attempts to study them over the years. You can use shift to bring up a magnifying glass. Okay. Interesting. Now I can really observe detail. Compass. And here's the... Oh my god, there's so much. Okay, so with this, I think I can follow kind of the treasure map or whatever. Like, I think I get something. I think I get an item maybe if I do this. An escaped prisoner ran northwest. He hid me in the first building he came to. So where's the prison? Old jail. 10 and he went northwest, so here. Yes, okay, yeah. So there's gonna be a clue every day, and I might not be able to solve it every day, but I will get something. Okay, cool. The dilapidated warehouse is dark and imposing. The struggling flame of my lantern does little to pierce its depths. I slowly search through its contents with a sense of despair, wondering if I'm even in the right place at all, when suddenly and unexpectedly, I uncover something of value. More relieved than elated, I take the trinket back to the shop for further study and a warm drink. Yes, so this is how I get items. Okay. It's coming back to me. This looks so scary. Put that over there. Maybe I should put all the evil-looking objects in one place. Anything that's got like a weird hand or something to it. Okay. Yeah, I did not even realize this was down here. So what's this? Orange gemstone, gold, wood, bronze. Quite a bit. Warm, polished. Oh, this might be the sun item, I think. Sounds are muffled in its presence. So quiets things. Oh, and I think there was something about the sun. If I can remember what object it was. The sun bond. Metal of some kind, housing a gemstone of light. They carry the warmth of the and the light of the sun, brightness that can pierce the darkest gloom. So are you sunstone? Not exactly. Well, maybe. Sunstone question mark. What are you? There's darkness to it, as if it holds untold fears inside. Somewhat painful. It's made of bronze and iron. Alright, yep, just go ahead and throw that up here. Actually, I will say I'll rearrange these so I have all the hanging things together. It's kind of nice. I know I have some entry about fears. Fear, fear, fear. Spirit Eye and Saya. Warned about the neck to place them closer to the heart, these innocent-looking items instill a sense of fear and paranoia. They can be difficult to remove. Sayas are made of any single material except wood or clay. They typically have no symbol or other writings upon their surface. So if it instills a sense of fear, then that might be it. Actually, it's not really instilling fear, it's holding fears inside of it. Looks nice out today. Okay, let's see what else. Let's see, they can be observed by placing an object over a thalamic lens. So if I take, say, this. Is this my thalamic lens? Couple of items in the cellar of the wine merchant next door. So does that mean I need to go to the wine merchant? I'm trying to remember if I do have any sort of. I don't think I have any sort of time, so I can just muck about. Actually, where's Strange Antiquities at? Oh, here's Strange Horticulture. See, the Curious Plant Shop on the edge of town. So this is where the first one took place. It's a quiet haven away from the bustle of the center. Ordinarily, I'd be delighted to while away some time there, but I have important work to do. And yet, an hour later, I find myself leaving the shop with the potted pallions and a weight off my shoulders. I've been chatting with the proprietor about the similarities and differences between our two disciplines, with a gently purring hellboar curled up in my lap. That might have been the cat from the last game? Okay, nice. Cool. That's fun. Anyways, let's see. What happens if I just go here? Right back where I started. Okay, so the wine shop next door. Here? Wasting my time here. Oh, I see. Okay, so if you waste your time, then you're gonna get... Yeah, you basically get closer to a game over, I guess. The proprietor, Mrs. Cranmore, begrudgingly grants me access to the cellar when I explain that I'm from Strange Antiquities next door. Yes, well, take the lot of them out of there, would you? I can't say no to Eli after all he's done for me, but I don't like the thought of those unnaturals in my cellar. Nice. I love getting new shit. Wood, dark green gemstone, bronze, pointy, cool and smooth, rough, polished. No center smell or center sound. And nothing else. Okay. Cool. Stone, gold. Engraved detailing, warm. Hard and cool. Nothing. No special properties. Okay, we'll just slap that down. Cork, green glass, yellow paper. Cool and smooth. Looks like, I guess, a potion of some kind. It has a strong odor, and when I shake it, it rattles. Okay. Is that all I can really get for now? Oh, cool, and it gives me a little check mark being like, you solved this, don't worry. Okay, so I need to figure out where this goes. Is it a simple repeating pattern? It looks like it is, so I need to find the symbol, which means you go here. Okay. Alright. And next, please. Ah, well, that's just perfect. Undermere fizzing with fear over these ravens, and Thaumaturge has left his apprentice in charge. Damn, everyone's really doo-dooing on me. Sorry, my dear, that was rude. Pay no attention to me, I'm an old lady who got out on the wrong side of bed. These ravens have got under my skin is all. Please do let Eli know that I was looking for him next time you see him, and pass on my thanks for letting me borrow his copy of Hermetic Symbology. Okay. Oh god, more reading. Let's see. Wait, Quentin Holmes. Or Holly? Why does that name seem familiar to me? Let's see. There are 3 branches of thaumatology. Each of these is split into 2 disciplines represented by the following symbols. Celestial, diurnal, individual. Of the moon, of the earth, the day, of the night, of the mind, of the body. Ah, okay. So this can... So these are what the symbols are. So, imbuments, elements, materials, mundane elements, planetary metals, seasons, wait a second. Antimony, that was the little thing I just had. Seasons, weather, Wicca. Okay, interesting. Hold on, I know... Where was it? I was looking at this thing in particular earlier. So that meant... wisdom. Okay, so some sort of wisdom charm or talisman of some kind. Can I just put both the books here? Oh, I guess I can. Cool. Actually, you know what? Let's put this one... Kind of just put it back. Is this its permanent place now? Go... Ah, there we go. Ooh, bookshelf. Nice. Okay, it's a little fun to arrange things into a category. Alright. I feel paralyzed. I have no job, no partner, no friends, no prospects. I heard a horn shackle might be the answer. Well, let's see what you're getting yourself into. A horn shackle, you say? Oh, it's... Okay, that's literally the bull thing. Use spring about change in one's life, bestowing the ability to overcome personal demons. And use the horn to rub between one's fingers, causing them to become worn smooth over the years. They can be worn as pendants, but are more commonly totems of some kind. Okay, well. That's a horned... Wait a second. What was this? It was a hunter's boon. Didn't say this strong sense of being watched, though. Do I have any other kind of bull-looking objects? I mean, it's definitely horned. Screw it. Worst that'll happen is I just get closer to a game over. Actually, what do these symbols mean? Hold on, I'm doing research. So one's like a circle with a little circle over it. Calm. And that one is insanity. Okay, so if I accidentally do too much bad stuff, then I'm gonna turn insane. Next is confusion, then fear, then sanity. Here you go. I guess that's what this is. Damn. Slow down and think through this more carefully. Oh, it automatically... Okay. So I guess a wrong object... I guess this resets every day, and a wrong object immediately boosts you up. So if I get 3 things wrong, then I'm fucked. Let's see, Verona has been a constant in Undermere for as long as the streets have had cobblestones and the churches have had bell towers. She is respected and feared, which she revels in, and she is revered and admired, which she tolerates. Her knowledge of the occult world is second to none, and her expertise has steered the citizens of Undermere away from catastrophe on more than one occasion. I'm pretty sure she was in the last game. The near misses of the Selenic Flame and the Woken Dendru are 2 such events that spring to mind. I think Woken Dendru is what... Was there another game in this series? She's of the opinion that no problem is so great, no obstacle so insurmountable, that it can't be diminished by a properly brewed pot of tea. And the ornithologist Edmund Bishop, the 14th Lord of Gleeson Castle, is a man of wealth and privilege like the 13 before him. He is a man who would be easy to despise as his father was, but he is well loved by those who know him. Now retired, he was a professor of ancient languages at the University of Cumbria, but his real passion is birds. His students learn to divert particularly dense lectures on Latin declension by asking about local owl species or by quizzing the professor on increasingly exotic bird calls. Edmund was only too happy to oblige, spending hours recounting stories of his adventures in Africa and New Zealand. Rough and pitted, hard and rigid. I notice a slight out-of-body feeling, like my hands belong to somebody else. Well, appears to be a fossilized creature of some sort. Surely it would say if... I guess kind of like this, where it says I'm being watched. Surely it would say that on the entry. Would this be a horned shackle? I mean, it's got horns. Bring about change in one's life. I mean, this seems like a pretty detailed little thing. I don't think it's this. Nothing to remark. Oh, maybe the symbol means change. Let's see. Could be. Protection. Actually, let's look in here. Do I see anything about change? Oh no. Not the urine material. Not the urine symbol. someone's gonna come in asking for something to help them pee, or they have a UTI, and I'm like, sure, shove this up there. They're like a horned god. Maybe. A lot of horn things. Did this say it was based on a god? Doesn't say it, but wouldn't hurt to keep a lookout for it. Let's just circle with the thing over it. I'll be real with you, girl. I know I should have it because you are asking for it, but I don't know. I was expecting it to smell worse than it does. Withered flesh, grim. Huge black gemstone streaked with red. Made of iron, polished, rough. Nothing to remark. And nothing. I could just throw stuff out there, but I don't think it's really gonna help. Okay, did I look up what that symbol was? It was something kind of mundane, wasn't it? Protection. Overcome by a warm, loving emotion. But I do wonder, is it just gonna say something like, oh, you feel change is coming? Oh, wait. Is it this thing? Fills me with a sense of foreboding. Oh, fuck. Nope. Okay. It's alright, if there's a game over, I'm pretty sure we can just restart. You know what? You need to come out of here, because I'm not really looking down here very much. I just realized, do I need to put objects with this symbol on here? Nothing to remark. It's rough and pitted. Wood. This part feels smooth. Screw it. Let's just go for the game over. Oh my god. Item has horns. It sure does. So do many things. Closer inspect reveals that the horns have been worn smooth. Whew, okay. Vesture can be used to prevent the spread of disease and pestilence. Among other oddities, flames burn pale blue in their presence. Ooh. That's, this is the Vestiger. Yeah. That's it. There we go. Okay, okay. I could probably take off this. Actually, nah, we'll leave it. Hey, David. At least the weather's looking a little better out there today. What we got? Good day. You might be interested to hear that my plow returned a strange-looking object yesterday. Come to the farm, it's yours. For the right price, of course. Thanks, John Royston. I will come to the farm. In fact, let's go right now. Oh, the eye. Royston Farm. John grins as I struggle to hide my obvious interest in the item he shows me. Any hope that he might not be fully aware of its value quickly evaporates, and after a lengthy negotiation, I reluctantly hand over the amount he originally asked for. Cool. Ooh, neat. I have nothing to remark. Nope. Raised detailing. Made it tarnished silver. Okay. Cool. Well, let's not go insane today. Ah, Jupiter, we meet again. Our paths crossed late last night on Prince's Street. We shared a moment before he slunk off into the darkness, on important business, no doubt. I wonder if you can help me. I'm visiting my grandmother later, and I wanted to bring her something. Careful what you bring her. She lives all alone on the edge of town out on Clanbrook Road, and I don't always manage to get out there as often as I'd like. I thought maybe a moon heart would bring her some comfort. You know what? Maybe I shouldn't keep my bookshelf right behind there. How about we put you here, book there, book there. Oh yeah, I guess I don't have a moon heart. Let's see. Moon heart. The Selenic token, or totem. These carved totems, more commonly known as moon hearts, can be imbued with a sentiment of feeling, or feeling, such as love or joy, and then held tightly to recall the same feeling. They sometimes feature crescent shapes, associated with both the Selenic and Noctic disciplines. Indeed, the form of the item itself will often have a connection to either the moon or the night. Okay, Selenic and Noctic. Of the moon, of the night. Well, there you have it. What we got? So what's this? It's got a moon and something on it. It's like a little tree. I guess I can see what that means. Which sign? Which sign? Okay, something like... Well, I'm assuming it has the symbol on it. But barring that, maybe it's just... Looks like a little moon. Like, this is kind of could remind you of the moon. I don't know. Until I find an object for it. Well, I need to pay attention because what if I found that object and I just haven't used it? Okay, yeah. Need to remember this. Okay, what do we have? It doesn't look like anything so explicit as having the symbols on there. But it can be imbued with a sentiment or feeling. Held tightly to recall the same feeling. So anything that doesn't seem to have any feeling with it, holding on to it, then don't need to worry about it. My heart feels lighter. Oh wait, is this it? I have nothing to remark. Raised detailing. Made of bronze. I don't think that's quite it. No. No, I don't think it's that. He's saying a moon heart would bring comfort. Oh, but it is a carved totem. So it's carved. I am overcome by a warm, loving emotion. Okay. It's the owl. Here you go. Woo! That's carved totem. The owl is associated with the night. It bears a concealed crescent shape. Oh, does it? Using the closer inspect tool tells me it imparts a feeling of joy. Halogen Grim. These eerie creations are worn by priests of Halgar and various rituals relating to death and the afterlife. Sacrament to ask for his protection. Wolfsong's truth to seek his judgment. Path of the warrior to help the dead find their way. Oh, I see. There. Oh, okay. So this is technically supposed to be like the moon. Interesting, interesting. Is there anything I need to use this on? I can really get in there and see the detail. Hey, spider. Okay, we're not out of this yet. Also, did that go down? I have a growing fear deep within me. I kind of like to take up a friend of mine, or former friend, I should say. Out of the way. Has been stealing jewelry from me. 3 necklaces have gone missing over the past few weeks, including one that was a gift from my late grandmother. Do you have a suitable pendant that I could find, or that I could leave lying out for her to find that will teach her a lesson, make sure it never happens again? I will need to make a choice here. There are no wrong answers, but my decision will no doubt affect the events in motion outside my shop. So either a binding seed or a Zaya. Okay, binding seed. Foreign punishment that amplifies feelings of guilt and shame. Okay, so I can basically make her feel real shameful about stealing things. A larger-in-life binding seed. Or warn about the neck to place them closer to the heart. These innocent-looking items instill a sense of fear and paranoia that can be difficult to remove. Okay, or I can basically fuck her up and be like, yeah, put this on her and she'll be fearful and paranoid rather than just like feeling guilty. Which implies I have both of them though. Here, maybe I do need to put these books here just so I can keep it permanently open. What about the neck? Sense of fear and paranoia made of anything but wood or clay. Do I feel fear or paranoia holding any of these? Oh, you know what? I could, technically, with these labels, I could make it to where, like, I could make it green or something to represent, like, oh, there's no feeling with this, or like, whatever special thing. Maybe. Actually, let me see something real quick. So I can mess with this. It had the icon. Ooh, I don't remember which one was night, but I can do that. Strong sense of being watched. I don't know if that's fear. I don't like how this makes me feel. That might be the Zaya. Cool and smooth stone. I'll put a question mark for everything that I'm like not 100% on. Heart feels lighter. It's definitely not that. It says, again, it says it holds untold fears inside, but it doesn't necessarily make me feel fearful. Okay, let's give her the binding seed. Although, maybe this is the binding seed and this is the Zaya? Wait. Made of any single material except wood or clay. Oh yeah, it's not made of wood or clay. This is a dark wood. So I think this is the binding seed, actually. So I guess it's more of an uncomfortable feeling. This could be the Zaya. And this says warn about the neck, so I imagine it has to be one of these objects. The binding seed, however, representing the Mintic and the Wixic. Okay, literally of the mind and of the body. No, it literally says. The winding path, the mind, is described by a spiral encompassing the body, the seed. Oh, okay, so it's stone with a bunch of spirals, which... Notice a slight out-of-body feeling like my hands belong to someone else. Although this also has the spiral, doesn't it? Yeah, I think this is the seed. Here you go. Item is made of two materials, wood and stone. It features a spiral surrounding a seed. Shield Charm. Generic charms of protection have little to offer the skilled thaumaturge, but can have some small effect. An Oshaic spirit or a wandering shroud will not abide them, for example. Such charms will make use of the art of symbology, an ancient and some would say primitive component of thaumaturgy. They can be made from a variety of materials, though rarely precious metals. So is this... Okay, so yeah, it fixes the label to the correct thing, which is nice. They found a man just now in that house where all them ravens were. I wish I hadn't seen, but I did. He was sheet white, but it was his eyes that are going to give me nightmares. All black they were. It was like he weren't there anymore. I don't need to wait around for another sign. I'm taking my family to Sadberg, and I'll be taking the Labula to see us safely through. Bula, you say? Labula are purported to offer reassurance in times of upheaval and change, but they are not held in high regard by most scholars of the occult. That being said, an imbuement of wisdom shows that a Labula is not merely decorative. There is power in symbology, as the old thaumaturgists knew well. Wait a second, wisdom? I know what has wisdom. Hey, item bears a symbol of wisdom. Witch's finger. Witch's fingers are said to be the severed digits of the Witch of Undermere. They are capable of inflicting intense pain, but the goal is supposedly purification of the body. Most unpleasant experience, but a last resort that has cured some and finished off others. Well, damn. It'll either cure you of what ails you or it'll kill you. Okay. Anything else I want to explore? Really wonder what time I need on this. Oh. Gotta be a full moon, baby. So in that one, 10, 12, and that just goes crazy. I'll figure it out eventually. A deep pain rayed down the side of the rider's head where he had sliced himself with the diverging hook, and his thoughts were scattered and torn. He could not see out of his left eye. Is diverging hook an item? Oh. This is kind of fun. If I can actually move my mouse in the direction it needs me to. And I just remembered in the last game, they had this whole, like, relatively hard clue that you had to solve, and you had to, like, overlay stuff onto the map and everything, and it was so cool. I love shit like that. Alright. Which this might be, because it's literally just a symbol. So I might need to pull out the map and then figure out where this place is. What was I... Oh, I was gonna see what that thing was. It said something about a hook. I don't have anything in my book about it. Okay, somewhere where a district looks like this. Which, God, there are so many areas. But surely somewhere. I don't remember it, if it was this detailed. Oh wait, does my... Yes, okay, so my fear and everything resets. That's good to know. Alright, just looking down every lane. Surely I'll spot it. Alright, it's flat on one side. Here it's got kind of... Oh, yep, this is it. So it's here. Woo! There's a narrow gap between the two houses, and I spy a small wooden chest wedged firmly inside. Slowly I manage to work it loose, and when it finally comes free, it shoots out onto the hard ground and snaps open, revealing its long-hidden treasures. Hooray! Ooh. It seems to make the hair stand up on the back of my neck. Cold. Glass filled with a blue liquid. Wood, silver, iron, silver. Reminds me of that thing. Iron, gold, a few gemstones. Nothing to remark. It's weathered. Hard and cool. I guess also missing some gemstones. Oh, there's gotta be a lot of these things. Okay. I should probably put this back. But how much can I shove these in here? Oh, you can really... Oh, you can really get them in there. Let's have some space. Yeah, it's good enough. Francesca Robertson. Good afternoon. No, morning. Sorry, I'm a little distracted. I'm Francesca Robertson, a doctor of sorts. Damn, where'd you get that scar, girl? I assume you heard about Mr. Hungerford? It seems to be the talk of the town already. I'm used to dealing with maladies of an occult nature, but black eyes are certainly unusual. I've heard of something like this before, but I don't see how it could be the same thing. Either way, I'm hopeful an evocant will have some effect. Oh, okay. So this is the stone item that should be about a pound. Alright, let's get looking. How much does it say? Should not stray more than a hair from precisely 1 pound. That's kind of close. No. Is this closer? That one's closer. Doubt it's this. Do I have any other stone objects? Ooh, that's pretty exact. Stone, red paint, or perhaps blood? Hard and cool. That looks like an evocant to me. I made a stone, winged ion using my scale shows exactly 1 pound. The Daedalus Link is a powerful object capable of producing a levitation field. The field is extremely fragile, however, so it would be prudent not to take risks. Oh, it's probably that thing. Its items are surprisingly light in weight. Their designs vary, but they might point to some facet of flight, a feather, or the wings of a bird or insect, for example. Alright, let's for sure what you are with your artificial gravity. I don't remember how it was spelled, hold on. D-A-L-U-S. Just in case. Question marks for everything that I'm labeling ahead, just so I don't get confused. I had a quiet chat with Edmund Bishop and the Guilty Ram last night. He's always got an interesting story to tell, but last night he was different. I can tell he's worried, which has got me worried too. I know it's not much, but I'd like a shield charm all the same. Shield charm. Generic charms. Oh, yes, this is what I got earlier. Make use of our symbology, an ancient, and some would say primitive component. I think it may be made from a variety of materials, though rarely precious metals. Ah, shit. I wanted to see what No Shade Spirit. What else could be under that? Okay, this can be used to contain one. Now, if I... It's a heart chamber. Let's see, generic charm protection, have little to offer. So it just can't be used with rarely precious metals. Or it's rarely used with precious metals. Some charms make use of the artist symbology. Anything about the Shade Spirit? And I guess this has that, but it's also made of bronze. They consider bronze a precious material. What symbols you got here? You got phosphorus. I don't think. Phosphorus and heat. Sounds like it could blow something up. Shield charm, shield charm. Alright, let me see. Anything I got in here as far as anything for a shield or protection? I guess protection should... Oh, maybe it's that. Maybe it's this thing. Cheap metal of some kind. Oh, it literally says cheap metal. I think this is it. Woo! Pendant is a symbol of protection. St. John's Anvil. These items have much in common with the St. John's poppy plant of the same name, a fact that is reflected in their design. They have quite different uses, however, whereas the plant helps to overcome deafness, an anvil will dampen sound. They can even be tuned to filter out certain noises, but allow others to be heard still. It's not the plant I got earlier, right? No, it looks completely different. I'm gonna zoom in on something that's just gonna be like a little gnome or something sticking out, waving. Hugh Langston, we meet again. I don't remember if I've seen this guy before. There's something I wanted to show you. I didn't like the look of it, so I left it where I found it. What if it's cursed? It was hanging behind an old shed all overgrown with ivy. Let me draw a quick map for you. There. Well, let's go looking. We got us an object to find. Okay. Little pond. Looks like it's by a church. Undermere Church. 28. Church. A little park. But it doesn't seem to line up. Unless it's... Yeah, I don't think so, but... Oh, wait. Or it's High Green Church as well, I missed that. There are other churches that I missed. I mean, those are the only two churches unless it's something else. But the roads don't really make sense here. Oh wait, but it's got this little thing. And then this building, but it's on the other side. I'll check this out. Maybe he's just a really bad artist. The shed is actually a wooden summer house, that was it. That looks over the pond, or out over the pond, but it's clear it hasn't been used in some time. Thick brambles claw their way up and over one side of the structure, and ivy covers the rest in a mild green cloak. I found what I'm looking for to the rear. Parts of the ivy have been torn away recently, revealing an amulet hanging from a rusted nail. Something else catches my eye as I reach for it, and I notice that there's another pendant hanging next to it, almost completely hidden by the ivy. Okay, cool. Love to get me some new stuff. So you, nothing to remark. Polished, feels a little warmer than I would expect. Bronze and orange gemstone. Which, maybe that's actually the sunstone? This says sounds are muffled in its presence. Yeah, I think that might be the sunstone. Since this one's actually warm. Gold and silver. Warm and vibrating with energy. Let me double check though. Make sure there's no information in here that I... Non-precious metal. Wait, did I have it written down as Sunbond? I wrote Sunstone. I think Sunbond is what I meant. Made of a non-precious metal of some kind, housing a gemstone of light. It's bronze. I'll keep it in mind. And yeah, this has gold in it, right? Yeah. I also want to look at... See, that can go away. Archive, we'll put away letters that I've solved. Discovered some papers in a hidden desk drawer in the boatyard last night. So Jones almost... Oh, right, forgot to go here. In the boatyard. Put that stuff up. I'm also curious about this because I feel like this is something I should know. All thalamic objects produce a field of sorts. Although invisible to the naked eye, they can be observed by placing an object over a thalamic lens. Explain thalamic to me. Or just like any sort of occult object. In the boatyard. Boatyard is number 8. The yard has seen better days. A mess of broken and rotten timber covers most of the outdoor space that isn't taken up by upturned boat slowly being claimed by the weeds. In the middle of all this, a man looks up from repairing a small rowing boat. "You must be from strange antiquities," he says with a smile. Takes me into the dilapidated office where 2 metal buckets collect drips of brown water and a thin window pane rattles with every footstep. He pulls a sheaf of brown papers out of a desk drawer and places them gently in my hands. Sleep vessel and something else. The 6 points of a sleep vessel are said to represent the 6 thalamic disciplines. They help people stay awake beyond any natural limits by storing their fatigue. Over time and repeated use, they become more and more difficult to handle, as though the undreamed nightmares within are beginning to seep out. Apparently as an afterthought, and somewhat reluctantly, the man gives me something else as I'm leaving. I have no use for it, he says. Don't even know what it's for. Ooh. Is that literally the thing I just read about? Since a crackling energy flickers in the depths of my mind. This all says protection around it, but it's also... It's insanity in the middle. Engraved symbols, cold smooth. All made of bronze. Still curious if all these protection items have to go here. Don't see anything else with the symbol. Oh, look at this little goblin thing. Okay, but yeah. Cool. I don't need this anymore. I can all go in there because it's done. Place an object over a thalamic lens. So is that the thalamic lens? If I took this, I put it there. These fields are not fully understood despite attempts to cite them over the years. Oh, and I just realized the moon. So maybe this moon has to match. Did something. Did it automatically make the clock do that when I got to that point? Oh, it does look like it changes the clock as well. Yeah. Okay, so these... So, depending on the time of the clock, that matches a certain moon, a certain moon stage shape, which I bet that's going to be used in the future as like some sort of clue of like, oh, at the stroke of this time, or the moon was in a waning, you know, crescent or whatever. And then that's going to reveal something. Alright, still nothing that goes into this spot, though. Where's that other thing I just got? Where did I just put it? Oh, here. Verona. Eli's picked a bad time to leave Undermere. I've come from the Hungerford house, where I've been helping Dr. Robertson, looking for any clues about what happened there. There wasn't much to go on. I did find a shattered vessel, but whatever did this was no creeping dark. Oh, he's the guy that I gave the vessel to. There's a strange black stain on the flagstone floor that I didn't like the look of. And the ravens? Very unusual, but at least they seem to have dispersed. The ravens were there first night, though. I don't know what to make of it. I'm going to take a trip to Gleeson Castle to see if Edmund Bishop can shed any light on their behavior. But first I would like a vestiger. Whatever this is, we don't want it spreading. Alright, I'm pretty sure this is a vestiger, so... here you go. Using a candle, I am able to confirm their flames burn blue in its presence. Nice. Moonstone Guardian, for the banishment of Hobbs' fear and Noctic sight. These tend to take the form of a comforting guardian. Oh, that was the end of the day. 2 days earlier, the writer and his fellow adventurer were deep underground, exploring the tunnels below the Kirkhead Tower when they made a discovery. Their elation at their find would soon turn to horror. Yeah, so I think this is kind of an underlying story that's going to connect at the end. Next clue is a key. After a disagreement between two houses, I was buried behind lock and key. I'm guessing those are literal names of the place. Buried behind lock and key. Wait, wasn't there a key, like... Keystone Manor. 13. And Lock House. So I guess this is behind both of them. Bingo. A large flat slab of granite marks the otherwise empty field. It bears an inscription. On this spot in the year 1813, Arthur Key did shoot and kill the beloved horse of Wellington Luck. Buried at the foot of the slab, I find an unlocked chest containing a handful of legal documents, as well as a pistol and another item that attracts my attention. Or catches my attention. Ooh. Neat little object. Wait, oh, is this the Ares stone? Because the gemstones are in the pattern? Rough, polished, made of slate, and dark purple gemstone. Hold on, hold on. I think that's the Ares remnant. Colors and tones, light and shadow can be felt through touch. Sometimes used by those who work in low light conditions such as miners, the gemstones in Ares remnant are arranged in the shape of the constellation that shares its name. I'm gonna say it's an Ares remnant until proven otherwise. Hello, Eli. Welcome back. Well, the shop is still standing. That's something. Say what you will about Undermere, but this town is never quiet for long. I lay for a few days and suddenly everyone's talking about ravens and curses. I'm gonna need to find Verona to get up to speed on what's going on. You can talk to me, I'm working. At least I ain't come away from Ravenglass empty-handed. I can always rely on Quiet Susan to unearth an interesting trinket or two. Ooh. Interesting. It's made of gold and green porcelain. White feathers, pinkish gemstone. Cool and smooth. It has a smell like rotten egg. I got a century egg in here. Nothing to remark. Okay. I am not a good person. I'm pushing away the only people I care about. Oh, you're the one with the binding stone on you. Help me do better, please. I have to change, but I don't know how. What do you have that can help me banish my inner demons and make the changes stick this time? Well, first off, stop stealing stuff from people. Alright, let me see. There is something. I don't recall. Horn shackle. Overcome personal demons. It's pretty simple. Dalabula. So you reported to offer reassurance in times of upheaval and change, but they're not held in high regard. I mean, I guess just another horn shackle. Hopefully help her figure it out. Let's see, it was the... not that. Yeah, I guess you can try this. Though, it says banish inner demons. Is there a literal thing of banishing demons? There's also overcome personal demons, so I feel like that's kind of exactly what she needs. Alright, whatever. I just don't want there to be some other missed opportunity here. Yep. Okay, best of luck. Hey, Francesca. The Eva can't snap Mr. Hungerford out of it, unfortunately. It's strange. At times he appears almost awake, but he is deep in some kind of trance, and I can't get anything out of him. I'm just looking at the background. I like that moves when I move the shop. He seems to be searching for something. I'm beginning to suspect this is beyond my skill set, but I'm not willing to give up so easily. I think it would have been like that if I gave her the Zaya, yeah. Because this game does have like A/B consequences. Like again, the last game, it was a lot of what do you call it? Like not alchemy, but I guess apothecary type stuff, where you're giving people plants for different ailments. And so I remember specifically there was a guy who's being a real dickhead, and he's like, "Hey, I have this rash. I need it taken care of." And it's like, okay, I can give him this thing that takes care of a rash, or I can give him this other plant that will, basically fuck him up or give him bad diarrhea. And then you basically made the choice of doing either or. So yeah, I wonder, I am curious though what she would have asked for. And let me see, I think there's different achievements for like doing different things. Some are like less consequential than others though. Let's see, what did you want, Francesca? Some kind of trance. Seems to be searching for something. I know it's a bad idea, but I'm going to need a sleep vessel to get me through this week. Do I have that yet? I don't remember if I actually labeled that. Nope. Okay. Sleep vessel. Okay, so 6 points of a sleep vessel. Now, here's the thing is... 1, 2, 3. Yep, this has 6 points, but I'm curious. Like, I wonder if you can give it to her since it has the 6 points. But then, yeah, you're just gonna instill her with a bunch of fear. But it might be this object. Oh, right, I keep forgetting it's down here. Wait, what does it say? In the depths of my mind, so the unconscious, so dreaming. It also says, over time and repeated use, they become more and more difficult to handle, as though the undreamed nightmares within are beginning to seep out. So are these the undreamed nightmares that I'm feeling? I just don't want to give her something that instills crazy fear into her, you know? That'd be kind of bad. Alright, let's try this first, because I think this is the safer option. Damn. Because I figured, like, oh, the insanity of nightmares and whatnot. Did I save? Nope. Okay, let's hope this isn't the Zaya and that is the sleep vessel. Well... anything else I got with 6 points? I mean... made of any single material except wood or clay. And that definitely does not have wood or clay. Okay, I gotta see if there's something else. I can't risk giving... I don't think I want her to be getting fear and paranoia. I gotta triple check my sources here. Nope, that's not it. Why does this have to fit so well? I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It has an energy about it. Surely this could be the... I wonder if that's the Zaya. Maybe? No, but this is worn around the... This is definitely something that hangs around you. I want to give her this thing so badly, but I'm just like, I don't know. Iron gray metal flecked with dark red. I mean, granted, this thing has quite evil looking energy. This could be the Zaya for all I know. Okay, we're gonna do this. Because if it's holding the Untold Fears inside... and it's got the 6 points, this might be the sleep vessel. Oh, thank God. Okay, I'm gonna label this as the Zaya then, because that maybe would be it. A resonance compass will point towards nearby resonant objects, the only objects that can be detected in this way. Resonant objects are highly prized both by thaumateurs and those who collect occult curiosities. Thank God. The choice between, hey, I can give you this and you can have a relatively peaceful sleep, or this will make you so fearful for your life you'll go insane. Okay, so it says it's a single material. Again, worn around the neck, so it's got to be something that hangs. Okay, made of any single material. So it's one material, but not wood or clay. Okay, I don't think it's that. I don't think it's that because it's multiple materials. I doubt it, but who knows? It's bronze all over. Or it feels lighter. That's a remark. I feel like it would say it has like a dark energy or something around it though. Green marble iron. I don't know. Whatever. Until it's needed. I won't worry about it. Many years ago, I owned a silent breath, but it was always old when I inherited it, and its power died soon after. It's about time I replaced it. You keep talking. Right. Silent breath. Ah, yes. Thing that would be part of a white stag. Silent breath contains a small token taken from a living white stag. So I guess something like fur or like antler or something. Or do stags have horns? I forget the difference. I know one of them comes out easily and one of them is actually just attached. Okay, well this is made of clay. something were to... Oh, wait a second. His hair. Maybe? Small token. Taken from a living white stag. While the stag lives, the item will retain its power, allowing the bearer to sense danger before it arrives. Just like your hair standing up on edge. There we go. Some of these are easier than others. Let's see. Item features a white hare, a potential trophy from a white stag. On closer inspection, my senses come alive. Elva stones can be used to relieve the discomfort caused by otherwise incurable ailments such as Braxis or burning blood. The planetary metal used in these items is associated with the Selenic discipline, a connection that is also reflected in their design. Selenic, eh? Of the moon. Ooh. I literally just blanked on what that was called. The Elva Stone. Planetary metal. Planetary metal associated with the moon. It's not this, is it? Gold? Rufus Shelley. I've always wanted to try a dataless link. Here you go. I have a personal interest in the celestial branch, so I'm not completely new to such things, nor am I ignorant of the risks. Get ready to fly, buddy. And now I have good reason for it. Wait a second. What the hell is that? It's got this little blinking in here. Why'd it do that? Why'd you start blinking? That was weird. And now I have a good reason for it. I need to take care of some roof repairs, and this would seem the safest way to approach it. Oh, that wasn't it. Oh, I'm close to going insane. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Oh, who else did I get? The doctor. See, growing up, Francesca's father was her hero, and he died suddenly, tragically, in a mysterious incident. Nobody seemed able or willing to give her the answers she demanded, and she grew tired of being fed the same stories that she knew could not be true. As she entered adulthood, she learned how to find things out for herself. And what she learned opened her mind to a world she hadn't known existed, a world of occult maladies and dark articles. She learned about Tormund's paralysis, Hobbs' fear, and the Sapphire Curse. She learned that these maladies could be cured. Okay, that's not the daylist link. Well, where'd I go wrong? I just got kind of held up on the levitation field. Light and weight. Might point to some facet of flight, a feather or wings of a bird. Depending on how heavy this is. I mean, let's be real. Anything that's 2 pounds or lighter is going to be light in weight, you know? But, I will say, the fact that it's only 2 pounds... Well, then again, hell, this thing isn't even 2 pounds. All these objects that look like they'd be very heavy are apparently not even outweighing 2 pounds. Okay, whatever. But yeah, that's not really light in weight. So I don't know. And it's stinky. Which I feel like that would be mentioned. Ooh, but you, however... Ooh, very light in weight. And you represent a bird. Please don't go insane. Whew. Bird motif is a connection to flight. Using my weighing skills, I can confirm that is very lightweight. I did both those things. Cusic Purifier, a small topaz gemstone known as the Eye, is placed in a strong-smelling liquid, usually some potent barley spirit or vinegar. Small tokens, such as rings or amulets, perhaps, submerged in the liquid, and left for a full cycle of the moon, are cleansed of simple imbued curses or hexes. Of course, there's a limit to the effectiveness of this process. Let's see. Topaz in a liquid. I guess not this. God, another one. The ravens are back, I see. Looks like it's going to be worse this time. After speaking to Verona, I've come to extend an open invitation to visit Gleeson Castle. My family has lived there for generations, and I know there are artifacts that would be of use to you, gathering dust in hidden corners. I guess gotta go to the castle now. All I ask is that you stay out of the South Tower and the master bedroom. No promises. And run anything you find by me first, of course. Okay. Oh no, it does actually let me explore the rooms. Which means you know I'm gonna go where I shouldn't. You're starting to get you started. Walk past the main staircase and turn left. Follow that corridor down to the end and go through the door to the left. There's a small plinth in the corner of that room with an item on it that you're welcome to. I never did like it anyway. Okay. Walk past the main staircase. Turn left. Follow that to the end. Go through the door on the left. The plinth is not hard to spot in the corner of the room next to a small writing desk. A glass jar houses the object mentioned in Edmund's note. As I gather the item and turn to leave, my eye is drawn to a green book on the desk. Ooh, new book. The author's name is of particular interest. I pick it up and find Edmund on my way out, who encourages me to take it with me. I try to insist on paying for it at least, but he won't entertain the idea. Gemstones and their thermic properties. Ooh, neat. There's an ethereal quality to it. Nothing to remark. Cool and smooth, rough and pitted. Silver. Stone. Another stone object. Oh, okay, so these are also linked to these different things. Ooh, bloodstone. That's the Wixic thing that we have over there, which I know has been mentioned before. Here, let me take a look. Might be able to identify it. The binding seed and the sleep vessel. But see, I would just zoom in, or I would hone in on Wixic and be like, oh, this thing, that's a stone. Sleep vessel. Okay, well, it's the end of the day, so if I want... Wait, can I go in here anymore? Oh, I don't think it's gonna let me. Okay, so I guess I couldn't have gone into the place anyways. Mars in winter, rising in summer. Oh wait, or do I hit explore? Oh, that's it, I hit explore. Buttons on left to change maps, okay. Let's see. Stay out of the South Tower and the master bedroom. Let's go to that South Tower, baby. Oops. So it's north. Is this the south tower? I feel like that would be it. The door to the south tower is locked. I realize that I'm glad it is. Would have been a betrayal of Edmund's trust to enter a room that he explicitly asked me not to. Anyways, Edmund, my good friend, what are you doing in the bedroom? What's in here, huh? A grand four-poster bed dominates the room, but my eye is drawn to a portrait on the far wall. It depicts a brown-haired woman of simple beauty with a raven perched on her shoulder. Elizabeth, Edmund's late wife. All at once, I realize I am intruding in this personal space, and I leave feeling guilty and uneasy. Oops. Yeah, I knew. Okay. So if you explore and go to a place you shouldn't, or like doesn't have anything of significance, it'll only bump this up a teeny tiny bit. I had to take the chance though. I just had to try, but I'm willing to bet that at some point I'll either get a clue of where the key is for this tower. Maybe this is it. Mars in winter, rising in summer. Yeah, there's definitely going to be more to explore there. Wait a second. Okay. I wasn't sure if this technically was the compass being referred to in this. Alright, cool. What a good day. At the end of a long passageway after days spent clearing away dangerous rockfalls, the duo came upon a chamber. In it, they found a small stone tomb, too small to contain human remains. Oh, well, that was quick. Something I gotta place against the map. Which now could be in the castle. And oh, here we go. Right there. Portrait of some dead lord eyes me. Of dead lord eyes me suspiciously as I enter the room, start absentmindedly opening drawers. The room is cold and austere, and I am about to leave when I spot a crate under the chest of drawers. This could be something. Ooh. There's a fun-looking object. Pinkish gemstone, stone. Cold, cool and smooth. Nothing to remark. Huh. Okay. What do the pinkish gemstones mean? I've seen a few of them now. Oh. Moonstone. Stone of protection and enveloping night. Okay, so this is a very nighty, moony sort of thing. Same with this. Got some moonstone. David, my good friend. Not sure about this fog today. It's an eerie atmosphere out there, especially with those damn ravens back again. It's usually fierce black dogs I have to worry about, not big black birds. Better off inside, I reckon. The triangle has intrigued me ever since I first heard about it as a young boy. The shape? What caused the pine trees to grow like that? Did someone plant them? I know you'll at least have heard of it, but did you know this? I calculated the exact center point and there's a small clearing there. It can't be a coincidence. What's more, there's a certain energy about it, not entirely welcoming either. I wonder if you might take a look for yourself. Thomas Pope and Hamish. Triangle. Oh, this thing? Heathwood? I guess the fact that there's pine trees in the triangle here. Sure enough, as I approach the center of the curious triangular copse at the heart of Heathwood, I come across a clearing. A tree that has been split in two stands in the center. Sunlight breaks through, and I take a deep breath of cleansing pine and earth. Almost immediately, I am struck by a sense of ominous power, and my intuition tells me that there is something unusual here at the heart of the wood. I examine the broken tree and notice some strange markings carved into the trunk. Heart beating faster, I spot something else embedded in the wood. 3 pendants, arranged in a triangle shape. Ooh, nice. Oh, this has a lot on it. We have bronze with green gemstone, raised detailing. Okay, cool. I wonder if I should try to identify this. Let's see. Put that away. We'll put that up for now. Alright, what all do we have on here? You know I'm gonna freak when I see the urine symbol. This little target thing, I don't even see it in here. Maybe I missed it. Oh, wait, that's rain. Oh, here. Oh, I see. It's all... Okay, it's this side. Fog, hail, lightning, rain, storm, snow, wind, and thunder. Doesn't have cold on here. Interesting. So, weather something or other? Things jade? Stone of the earth and of nature. Okay. Some sort of weather charm, I guess. Then we got a hand. It's got a turquoise gemstone. It's made of bronze. It's hard and cool. Nothing to remark with this. Nothing to remark. What's turquoise represent? Okay. Oh, turquoise as in the color, not. Aquamarine, stone of water. Okay. Some sort of water properties pendant. And it's made of tin. Raised detailing, it's weathered. Nothing to remark on either of those accounts. Okay. Gus Foley. It has been many years since I performed the rite of the Red Knives, but I can still remember every step. I'll do it one more time before I die if I could only get my hands on an Orford spire. I tried that place in Arnside and they sent me here. An Orford spire, you say? During the rite of the Red Knives, an Orford spire is fully submerged in goat's blood for 9 days and 9 nights. When performed correctly, the rite is said to impart vitality and clarity of thought, although perhaps not for the goat. Imparts vitality. What has been soaked in goat's blood? Has an energy about it. I don't think it could be that, could it? Rite of the Red Knives, I mean, thematically appropriate. 9 days and 9 nights. I feel like you would mention something more, though. Clarity of thought. It just says it has an energy about it. I don't know if it gives me clarity of thought. Okay, so vitality, huh? Anything else that represents vitality in here? Ooh, some of these descriptions like this. Real head scratchers they are. Okay, so what does anything represent vitality in here? So then I could see if I find that symbol on anything, then maybe that's going to be it. Wait. Oh, Iron's Mars. I need to look into the other little hint later. I don't see anything specifically about vitality. Okay, so maybe symbology's not going to help me here. I need something that gives me clarity of thought. I feel like if something was soaked in goat's blood, though, it would have, you know, it would have like a reddish tint to it, right? Let's see if I can find anything else that gives me any thoughts about things. Sure, it's nothing. Is this warm? Nope, nothing. Wait, this is a goat though. Maybe? I could try it. Would that be vitality of thought, though, since being watched? And I feel like it's thematic, it looking like a little goat, but I don't know if that's... Well, I guess it's more of a ram, isn't it? I don't know about it. I might give it to him just to see what happens. And if not that, then potentially this. I mean, it's got like 2 little points sticking out, you know? It's got little pointy fingers. And if it's imparting vitality... Yeah, okay, cool. 2 of the points of the item are visible in the sketch. Closer inspection reveals dried blood, suggesting this item has been submerged in blood. That's the thing, the sketches do kind of help, and you kind of have to pay attention to them sometimes. Let's see. Amphibian Talon. League of the Amphibian Heart uses these items as part of its grim initiation rite. They guard their secrets closely, but it's said that they worship the ancient nameless gods, communing with them via the broken path. Acolytes must press the tip of a talon hard against their cheekbone to the point of drawing blood. They perform this act nightly for 49 days, 7 sevens, after which the scar will forever mark them. Wait, I gotta look at a picture of that real quick. Oh, okay. I was wondering if it was going to be similar to the Doctor. Let me look at this again. So it says Mars in winter, so iron in winter, rising in summer. Let's see, I should have something else that's iron. Okay, so iron, Mars. So it says Mars in winter, which is here in the courtyard. Eh. Let's explore. Actually, wait a second. Put that away. Wait, where are my other... Oh. Wait, did I put my other notes? Oh, it's archiving them. Okay, sure. Let's go to the courtyard, see what we can find. Neat hedgerows and worn pillars frame the space. Gravel crunches underfoot. The only sound in the otherwise quiet courtyard. There's no reason to linger. Damn. Okay. What was that noise? Sounded like a marble rolling across something. Okay. Summer. Rising in summer. We'll give that more time later. I need to go away for a few days again. The Order of the Black Veil will have the information I'm looking for. They seek to understand the world beyond death, drinking an elixir that sinks them into a deep trance. If I'm right, they may be able to shed some light on these events. The only problem is, I burned that bridge long ago. Could you hand me that guise of Lillian? It won't be the first time I've used one to get around their hatred of me. Ah, boss man testing me out, huh? Of course I know what the guise of Lillian is. Oh yeah, also let's see, maybe this is an object. Mars in winter, rising in summer. Winter, summer. I don't know if I have any object with those symbols specifically. There's this. That was something else entirely. Alright, well, whatever. The guise of Lillian. These items can allow the... Ooh, they're fossils. Can allow the bearer to pass unrecognized. If used for any length of time, the wielder can begin to lose their sense of self. The remains of bygone creatures have been used in thaumaturgy for centuries, from petrified teeth and bones to trilobites, ammonites, and devil's toenails. A guise of Lillian is one such item that makes use of this ancient source of power. Here you go, boss man. Yeah! Item has an ammonite fossil embedded in it. Closer inspection reveals that it produces an out-of-body feeling. Tenebrian Cloak can create a sphere of enshrouded darkness that will cloak all within its reach. A single stone set in bronze gives power to these totems. Stone set in bronze, eh? bronze here. And what does that gemstone represent? The sunstone, fire and light, heat and life. Okay. Rebecca Rose. Hello. Okay, so this is an important character. She is the artist. Rebecca's eyesight deteriorated very quickly several years ago, and now she is just barely able to distinguish dark and light. This affliction has robbed her of the thing that brought her the most joy in this world, painting. And yet it has not robbed her of her determination, or her kindness, or her love of life. When she learned strange antiquities and that it might hold a way to restore her sight, she was hesitant. She never did anything without careful consideration. But eventually her desire to paint again won over, and she decided the risk was worth taking. Let's see, I do hope I'm in the right place. My daughter told me about a shop that specializes in unusual items. My life's joy has always been painting. Without that in my life, I'm afraid I'm at a bit of a loss. I know that I will never see you again, or never see you again, but is there anything in your collection that might help me paint again? I feel a little foolish for asking. It seems such a small thing, but to me it means everything. Oh, okay, I was gonna say, that's a big fucking ask. I'll have to figure that out. So, Ares Remnant or a Spirit Eye? Yes, colors and tones, light and shadow can be felt through touch. Okay, that sounds pretty good. What's the other thing? Spirit Eye. Ooh, I don't have that exact page. Wait. Yes, I do. Alphabet. There are some who stay away from spirit eyes, believing them to be a window into a world that should not be seen. Others who deride their fears nothing more than superstition. It's not clear exactly what they do show, another layer beneath the visible world perhaps, a layer that requires something more than the traditional senses to experience. They draw their power from the opposing symbols inscribed upon them. Spirit Eye sounds like something more, I guess, that would allow her to see, but maybe wouldn't be quite the right way to go about it. I'm giving her the Ares Remnant. I will say, however, her showing up as a character in here means she's probably going to show up more. But let's give her this. Gemstones are arranged in the Aries constellation. Because I think that works for an artist. Scythian Charm. Older Scythian charms are carved out of wood, but the more powerful designs make use of the planetary metals. No two are identical. They're used by horticulturists to encourage stubborn plants to thrive. Change with the weather, usually quite cold, but warm and tingly to the touch while it is raining. While it's raining. Which, I think it's raining today. No, it's not. Clarence Hawker. Those ravens have done for 3 more poor buggers. 2 of them up at Calgarth and another fella, a fisherman. Calgarth, you say? I don't know where Calgarth is. Sorry, were you saying something? People are getting a bit panicky around here. Nothing natural about folk turning up with eyes all black like that. Well, once the sun bond, so I can figure that out. And now this fog, too. With the night drawing in and me working late, I refused to walk down Holbrook Road without so much as a lantern. I had something nice and bright in mind. So it kind of talks about it giving off light as well, but I don't... Yeah, okay. I'm as an amber gemstone, stone of light. It's made of bronze, non-precious metal. Okay, so bronze is not a precious metal, got it. Closer inspection reveals that it's strangely warm. Serene ward. Made from basilisk scales, a material known to endure intense heat, these unusual objects can permit the bearer to withstand fire and flame and remain unharmed. They do not, however, offer protection against the deadly basilisk itself. I wish I could just automatically pull up the page that I got. Basilisk scales are highly prized. Well, surely I would know if I had something scaly, right? Audrey Bell. Followers of the warrior god Holgar are not easy to come by, but they make up for their low numbers with zeal and grandiosity. I wonder if this is going to introduce the cult concept, because pretty sure in the last game there was basically a cult doing this whole ritual, and it was like, hey, do you want to side with the cult, or do you want to side with these other people? Or maybe it was like, they knew that someone was trying to do that stuff, and they were like, hey, you should stop this. Let's see, their priests have all the self-appointed authority of a village, fit organizer, and the power struggles between clergy and acolyte are as bitter and hard-fought as many a debate about bunting or cake stands. Audrey has strong opinions about death and the afterlife, perhaps forgetting that the god she follows is best known for sending thousands of people reluctantly to it, but had very little to say about its substance. Bend your ear to the trees, hold your palm out to the wind. The ravens can feel it. Can you? Something is stirring. I will need a halogen grim in the coming days. I was just knowing these little notches on the little, like, yellowish parts here. Still have to figure this out. Like, do I need to get more tiles here, or... Okay. Halogen Grim. You know, what is kind of nice is, since it kind of introduces usually like 80-90% of the items, if it's an item I've already done, then more than likely I won't use it again. Okay, so that's what they look like. Hornbright Priest Holgar in various rituals relating to death and the afterlife. Sacrament to ask for his protection, Wolfsong's truth to seek his judgment, Path of the Warrior to help the dead find their way. Wolfsong's truth or Path of the Warrior. Okay. Let's go to symbology. Maybe I'll find something about it. I have a feeling it's going to be one of those items. A real pain to figure out. Halogen Grim. Oh, I actually can use the plants. Interesting. Guess I'll keep that in mind. So just says eerie creations are worn by the priests. So is it like the... Oh, is it like a mask? Oh, is that what... Hold on. Is that what this is? Yeah. Wow, there were a lot of clues for that one, actually. The mask is an eerie item that can be worn. The sketch shows a priest wearing the mask with their back to us. Using the index, we can find a sketch of Holgar, to whom the mask bears a striking resemblance. Oh yeah, I guess that's true. The gemstone is Vivianite, a stone of death. Sweet. Lead heart. These items, or lead heart, depict the god Cernunnos in his non-human form. They're heavier than they look due to a core of lead hidden by a... Okay, so it is lead. Hidden by a more modest exterior. They are said to kindle romantic interest and are sometimes given as wedding gifts. Depicts the god in his non-human form. Okay, so probably going to be something heavier than a pound, right? It's just always nice to kind of, you know, label something if I can. Would that be the god in non-human form? I'm not gonna lie, I feel like the sliding door kind of pisses me off a little. And I guess I could... It's fun, I guess. But I'm just like, I want to be able to see all my stuff. Like, nothing... I'm probably never going to put anything in this exact location. Because I don't want to have to slide this door back and forth just when I need to get things. So it's probably just going to stay like that forever. Yeah, it looks like it works. Let's see, where else I want to explore. I have this, which I'm curious if it's trying to hint to me, like, hey, you need to, you know, go here or whatever. Oops. Let me see something. Do I actually have that? A second entry? Nope. Okay. The next day. Inside was the reason they had toiled so hard, a small black casket. So we've got 17 days. Let's try to go through 6 days. A very valuable small black casket. They knew not enough not to open it, but perhaps too little to fully understand the danger it posed. Little bell, the staircase. Up the stairs, left, then left again. Second on the right is where I spend each night. Okay, up the stairs. Left, as in go through here. Then left again. That doesn't make much sense. Okay, up the stairs, left. Second on the right is where I spend each night. Or is it saying, like, up the stairs, left, then left again? Like, is it saying just go into here? Second on the right? This was a mistake. Okay. It's not saying that. It's definitely gotta be here, though. Oh, there's these stairs, though. up the stairs, left, left again. Second on the right. Ah, okay. The bedroom looks like it hasn't been used for some time. A thin layer of dust coats the furnishings and cobwebs decorate every corner. Pulling back the thin curtains lets some light in, but more importantly, they reveal a macabre item that's been hiding on the windowsill all this time. Ooh. Oh, is that the witch's finger? Gold. Are they real severed fingers? Surely not. Leathery. Hard and worryingly sharp. It makes me feel uneasy. I don't like it. Yeah, it's going in the fucked up item category. Capable of inflicting intense pain. Okay. Now this is a, Jesus. Finger of, what's-his-face from Jujutsu Kaisen. Eat that thing. I can never get any peace in my house. When am I to find time to do my writing? I've tried beeswax, but that makes my ears sore, and besides, I can still hear the shouting and banging at all hours. I heard you might be able to help me. Okay, I was gonna say, I could give her this and then make it to where she hears everything, like, at an insane level. See, if I could make little manual saves, I would just try to see if I could give this to her. Alright, so basically I need something that dampens sound. St. John's Anvil. Items have much in common with the St. John's poppy plant in the same name. In fact, that is reflected in their designs. Okay, so I guess if I knew what color these were. They have quite different uses, however, whereas the plant helps overcome deafness, and anvil will dampen sound. They can even be tuned to filter out certain noises, but allow others to be heard still. Okay, so something that reminds me of the poppy plant. I definitely don't think it's those, because it's not a plant. What I'm trying to find... ethereal quality. Oh wait, it's raining again. That one item that's supposed to get warm when it rains. I could test that. Yeah, I guess I need to use sentence sound. Because then it'll say something like, oh, everything sounds quiet, or something maybe, right? Seems like it's good for sleep, wherever this is. Be a wild thing to put on your nightstand. Something that you could tune as well. Sounds are muffled in its presence. That's it. That's gotta be it. St. John's Anvil. The leaves in the design are similar to the leaves in the sketch of the plant. Oh, so they are. Closer inspection reveals that it does indeed muffle sounds. Gray's Grace, worn as a pendant to dispel melancholy. They share the design of a shadow catcher. Shadow catcher, you say? This index is getting thick. So it needs a shadow catcher design. One is a pendant to dispel melancholy. Let's see, I bet I could figure out if I have that or not. So it's got square. I think that's it. I think this is the. Yeah. I think that's the Gray's Grace. Heart feels lighter. Alright. Let's add a little question marks to that. We don't officially know. Barton Potter, you must be the thaumaturge's apprentice. You look like you've been through some shit, man. The Relic Hunter. Intelligent, affable, heroic. These are the words that Barton Potter would use to describe himself. Irresponsible, impulsive, and foolhardy are some of the more tasteful terms that those who have dealt with him might use. One thing is not in dispute. He knows how to track down objects, and he certainly knows their worth. He's also no coward, and he bears the scars to prove it. He's one of the few who have ventured into the depths of the catacombs and lived to tell the tale. And tell the tale he does at the slightest provocation. Okay. He's a hard man to work under. He's helped me out more than once in the past, though. Speaking of the past, my eye has been aching again. That can't be a good sign. Oh yeah, I wanted to... Hard and cool, okay. I want to see if I can find out what this worm thing is. I'd be willing to make a fair trade for an Elva stone if you have one. Cool and smooth, not that. I need to find something that's warm feeling. Okay, yeah, so this, I need to have sense of touch to figure out what's warm. Anything that's cool and smooth and has metal? Can't be it. Hard and cool. Weathered. Warm and vibrating with energy. Wait a second, this could be it. I'll have to check that. I have to also remember what the hell the item was. Oh, is it lead heart? Nope. Resonance compass. Music purifier. Nope. Heart chamber. Maybe I can find it. Maybe it'll be under rain or something. Damn it. What is it? Or is there warm? No. Just gotta figure out what this is. Ethereal key. Alright, I guess I'll just run through this. So whatever mentions when it's raining, it's warm. Now, hearing charm. Simple trinket that amplifies sounds. Hearing charms take the form of animals known for their hearing. So this is probably the little bat thing. Of course, they are more devious applications too, making it possible to eavesdrop in private conversations. Go ahead and mark that for later. Siphon used to reverse the effects of the Black Heart Curse. Is that what's going on right now with people's eyes turning black? Hope not. Instrument is made using the dried seed pod of a sheepsnap plant. I'll find this eventually. Unless I already passed it. Wait. Protects against insanity in all its forms. These items, like the mind itself, are not well understood. Maybe? Maybe this extrum? Shimmer. These belong to a series of objects that are designed to slot into armor or weaponry. They induce calm rage in the face of the unimaginable horrors of battle, allowing the bearer to stay one step ahead. The Night Thorns famously wore a shimmer on his chestplate, but didn't save him from being slain in the Battle of Southerfell, 1356. Shin. Oh, I saw this earlier, but I didn't read it. These common items are made using materials with a connection to the ocean. They began with superstition, simple objects made by sailors and fishermen to keep their boats safe, but with the help of the old thaumaturgists, they became something more, and many lives were saved. Ah, here we go. Scythian charm. Oh, wait. Okay, older ones are carved out of wood, more powerful designs, made of the planetary metals. Okay, so I think that's it. I think this is the Scythian charm, and if it's not... it's not raining tomorrow, and it's not warm anymore, then that's what it is. Okay, so anyways. This guy, however, wants an Elva Stone. Sorry, man, I was dealing with my own stuff. It can be used to relieve the discomfort caused by otherwise incurable ailments such as Braxis or burning blood. Damn, is that what you got? The planetary metal used in these items is associated with the Selenic discipline. Okay, Selenic is of the moon. Moon, moon, moon. And it's silver. Connection is also reflected in their design. I mean... Wait a second. Ethereal quality to it. Ethereal key. When activated by moving the object in a circular motion, the key is revealed by its gemstone of light. Wait a second. I don't know what I'm doing, unless I have to bring it here. Okay, well this is made of silver. Very much moon-oriented. Rare items are not generally known outside of thaumic circles. Gemstones of the night power, the concealment charm. Okay, let's give him this first, because I think this is it. Yeah. Just straight up. Even though this has an ethereal, like, feel to it or whatever. Alright, cool. Ooh. Nice. Gold. Blue gemstone. It's warm. Interesting. Nothing to remark. Nothing to remark. Interesting that it's warm, though. I'm going to put it right here just as a reminder. But it might be something else entirely. So the ethereal key is designed to be hidden from prying eyes. Maybe the ethereal key is what I used to open this. When activated by moving the object in a circular motion, the key is revealed by its gemstone of light. Gemstone of light. What gemstone is light? Oh, the amber. Malachite is stone of sight. Gemstones of the night power... Oh, gemstones of the night power the concealment charm. And gemstones of the night are... onyx. So does that mean something like this? Though I feel like, pretty sure that's a hearing thing. I'm trying to figure out what it means by activated by moving the object in circular motion. The key is revealed by its gemstone of light. I don't know. Maybe it's not something I have yet. But would it be with just a random item? No. Okay. Maybe not. Verona, I've been doing some reading. See what you make of this. Okay. Amber, these items cause mental fog, a withering of intellect and thought. They are slow to work, requiring several hours to have any effect. Through prolonged use, they can cause the whites of the eyes to turn black and the subject to become deeply disoriented. They produce a noctic field. The fisherman they found yesterday had been up at Wyatt Beck, so I'm going to see if I can find anything out there. Here I go again, sticking my nose into trouble because I don't seem to be able to listen to that part of me that says, go put the kettle on and let someone else deal with it for a change. It's bloody-minded arrogance to follow that thought up with, but there isn't anyone else, but here we are, and here I am. They do it all wrong anyway. Hold on, maybe I need... Let me see something. Maybe if... Oh? Oh, it's just activating that. I was gonna say, maybe if I, like, just spin this around different shelves, it'll reveal, like, the light stone will light up, because it's like, oh, it's here, it's here. Like, maybe the key's not immediately near or something. But I'm not seeing nothing. Okay, whatever. It's probably not that. I'll keep an eye on that. What did I just get? Nope. The Umbra. Produce a Noctic field. Which Noctic is night? Yep. Okay. There has to be something with this. All thalamic objects produce a field of sorts. Although invisible to the naked eye, they can be observed by placing an object over a thalamic lens. And like, is that just basically what I have on my table? Alright, hello. I've been wearing a pendant that I found in the library, and it does something to me. It gives me an appetite for reading that I cannot control. I was lost in the library for 3 days without eating or sleeping. Oh, Jesus. Before I managed to take the pendant off and escape. It is rather pretty, though. Someone told me I needed a acoustic purifier and that this is the place to get one. Did I have anything I suspected as that? Because that's the... Isn't that like the stuff that soaks for a while or something? Small topaz gemstone known as the Eye. Placed in a strong smelling liquid, usually some potent barley spirit or vinegar. What does this smell like again? It smells like a rotten egg. I don't know if that's vinegar. It has a strong odor, and when I shake it, it rattles. Ah, this has it. Okay. Label bears the symbol. Oh. It also literally has the symbol for vinegar. Valent. The holes in the Valent are of roughly equal size and spacing. They're used by the adventurers to help them find their way. A curious pulse can be felt where its power concentrates. Holes in the Valent are roughly equal size and spacing. You know, this thing, it's... I think this is it. This might be the... This might help with the ethereal key. Oh, wait a second. Oh, no, I think I'm just stupid. Oh, it was so dark, I couldn't tell these are literally just holes in it. Oh my god, I thought they were like black pits. I thought it was like halfway carved through, not fully carved through. So every now and then it would like hover over something, like either the bell or something, I don't know, that would like blink. And so I thought it was pulsating. I didn't realize. I'm so stupid. Well, okay. That takes away all my worries about this thing. And then I was like, oh wait, I was like, I see color here, and I was like, maybe these are little gems in here. Nope. Just holes. That's all they are. Just holes. Simone Green, are you my last important person? No, I have one more. The librarian, Simone Green. Simone finished reorganizing the Ambleside Library and came to Undermere in search of a new challenge. She took up swimming in the lake after hearing about the health benefits of cold water, but soon found that she preferred the health benefits of a warm blanket, roaring fire, and a good book. True. She manages the collections at the Wordsworth Library, following in her mother's footsteps by taking a special interest in occult writings. I've been working on something that you might find interesting. Did you know that nobody knows who built Strange Antiquities? It's very old, perhaps the oldest building in Undermere, according to some accounts. Even Eli doesn't know all of its secrets. I've been decoding a journal that he found. It's slow work, but I made a bit of a breakthrough recently. Have you discovered the plinths below the counter? These things? I've learned that they can be used to access the shop's hidden depths. Yeah, I've been playing around with them. And this journal holds some of the keys. Here's something I discovered late last night. See what you make of it. Oh no, you're about to send me through like 30 minutes of searching through this, aren't you? Alcove key, horn shackle, evocant, and then a moon something. The ring is dense and spiry, so it's not always easy to decipher. Okay, well, I guess it's not this stuff. So I need a horn shackle and evocant, which I think are both things I know. Definitely the horn shackle, evocant, and moon something. Moonstone Guardian, I think. Okay. I don't think I need Tiger on here. I thought there would maybe be more Hunter's Boon stuff. Okay, so Horn Shackle. Horn Shackle. Evocant, which I totally forgot what that is. But I'd rather just look through all my labels than look in the book. Okay, now I gotta look in the book because I have... Oh, there it is. Haha. Alright, and now I need to have a Moonstone Guardian if I have one. For the banishment of Hobb's Fear and Nautic Sight. These tend to take the form of a comforting guardian. What reads comforting guardian to me? I guess this thing. Nothing. Nothing. Well, this is a Selenic totem. What? Okay. I guess it was not a moon thing or whatever. Okay. A green gemstone. Darkwood, you perhaps? Kind of reminds me of the binding seed. Ooh, and more little things to play with. Let me leave real quick just so I can put this away. Oh my god, I have to pull these out every time I want to do this. Come on now. Okay. I'm gonna put these in the same spot just so I don't have to go searching for them every time I want to do this. Okay, well, let's look at these. This should be easy, it just follows a pattern. Wait, that's not it. That goes there. And then... I think that? Yes, okay. So there's one more little slot I need. I got some hard and somewhat rough. It has a sharp aroma. Okay. So some drinking looking things. Wood, oak if I'm not mistaken. What was this one? Just says wood. Gold paint. Hard and somewhat rough, engraved detailing. Has a sharp aroma. Nothing to remark. And this, which definitely looks like a pattern of some kind. Wood. Dark purple gemstone. Rough, uneven texture. Has a strong odor, sharp but not entirely unpleasant. Nothing to remark. Okay, this is probably going to be used for some sort of spell or something later on. Okay, neat. What say you, spider? Hey, did your shop just, like, open up? What was that about? Okay, I guess these are the only things I'll actually put down here to easily access this. Sorry, what were you saying? After years of working at a thundering mill, I'm afraid I'm quite deaf now. I've tried St. John's Poppy, but I'm looking for a more permanent solution. I'd love to be able to hear my niece's laughter. Here you go, bud. All you need. Been in the shape for the bat, animal known for its hearing. Closer inspection confirms that it enhances hearing ability. A veiled fin is brightly colored in the light, but it clouds over after a short period in total darkness. They can be used to command attention from individuals or small groups of people. Public speakers sometimes use them as a substitute for charisma. Veiled fin is brightly colored in the light. Clouds over in darkness. Oh wait, I don't know what that is. It's quite light. Not exactly clouding over though. Damn, I want to get in here so bad. I want to find that key. Alright, well, one step at a time, I guess. Peep into that, and I'll probably save after this. At camp that night, one of the pair had awoken with pain in his left eye. He was alert to the threat at once, recognizing two things at the same time. One, a part of his mind was not his own, and two, the casket wanted to be opened. That away. The maiden in the tower points the way. I am buried among the trees. Alright, let's do one little fun exploration puzzle. Maiden in the tower. Do one of these have a tower? Or have a maiden pointing? I don't know. Let's see, in the tower. Let's see if there's another tower here. Godfrey's Tower. Between two. Let's go check it out. Climb the narrow winding stair to the top of the tower and reward views across Lake Undermere. I'm not alone in the tower. Standing in the center of the circular platform is a statue of a young woman, the maiden. Her outstretched arm points due east across the rooftops of Undermere and beyond. Okay, so to the east then. At Mossywood? I find what I'm looking for in a small cavity carved into a sturdy oak tree. I look around, half expecting to see someone, but there's nobody there. Take my prize and leave, feeling my mood lifted by the smell of damp moss and the gentle rush of wind through the treetops. Ooh, it's a neat little thing. It reminds me... I don't know why I'm so fascinated with this thing, but it kind of reminds me of it. With the missing gym locations. If I could like twist it around. Alright, let's see. turquoise gemstone, gold, orange gemstone, pale yellow gray. Got gold on the bottom. Pitted. Nothing to remark. Nothing to remark. Okay. Alright. Good stuff. But yeah, this is Strange Antiquities. I definitely think we can finish this in like a couple of streams. So I'll for sure play more of this. But yeah, that'll be it for tonight. Thank you to everybody that came by. Had a good time. Appreciate you. And I will see you next time. Goodbye, everyone.